Hello everyone, you're very welcome back to the channel. It is a Thursday evening. It is 8 o'clock. I'm just after finishing the day. I am out for the count at this stage. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, oh, I haven't done a YouTube video all week. And this week has just been crazy. Thought I would pick up the vlog here because I just got through a hard week and I'm delighted. And tomorrow is the weekend, which means I refeed at the weekends, and I haven't really shown that. So that's what this video is going to be. I'm going to show you some of the meals I have at the weekend, which will include Dobros. Myself and Katie love a good Dobros, likes us the Dobros, and we're going tomorrow. I'm going to go away around midday to get fitted for a suit for my brother's wedding in September. Groomsman, green tux. And after that, I'm going to collect Katie from work, and then we're going to go straight to Dobros, which is going to be so nice because this week was arguably the hardest week so far. I am half starved all the time. My legs feel heavy and the energy is non-existent. So I'm trying to find somewhere my hand can rest. So the last couple of hours of clients there was tough to get through. Very tough. But I've said it before, I'll say it again. For what I'm trying to do, there's a price that has to be paid. There's no two ways of getting around that. If you want to truly get peeled, this is the cost. So in a way, it's good that I'm feeling these symptoms because it shows I'm on the right track. So the week is done. We got through pretty much just over between 1900 calories and 2000 calories the last 4 days, including today. And steps were also increased from 15,000 to, I was aiming for between 16 and 18,000 this week. I think there was one day I got 18, a few other days where I got 16, 17, and I think today is just over 17, about 17.5, which is a lot of walking. And we got it done. It hurt, but we did it. And what helps me get through the weeks is knowing that the weekend is coming up and I get to eat up over the weekend, relax a little bit with Katie. I really, really value our time together at the weekends because it just helps recharge the batteries. Relaxing, watching a bit of Dexter, eating a good bit of food, training at our own pace, leisurely pace, having a few coffees beforehand. It's nice. It's really nice. It's simple, but we love it. So that is the plan. I will pick this camera up again tomorrow. And right now I'm going to go in and have a bowl of oats. Nice can of 7-Up Zero. I'm going to enjoy that shit. And I'm going to get my ass to bed. See you in the next clip. So I said I would pick this up tomorrow, but I make my oats and I love this meal and I want to share it with you. So tonight is actually quite a decent portion. It's 100 grams, 101. We'll take out that 1 gram, put it back. And yeah, it's a lovely meal. What I've actually taken out, funnily enough, this week is the dark chocolate and white chocolate and replaced it with this peanut butter drizzle. My girlfriend got this at the weekend and she was like, I don't trust myself with it, take it home. And now I've been having it with the oats and it's amazing, really nice. And oats just taste great lately, especially when you have protein powder like this. The Perform brand cinnamon donut, excellent. Perform brand is really good because I've had their s'mores flavor as well and delicious. Really, really nice and mixes well with this stuff. So this week actually there was a huge milestone hit. This morning actually, I woke up and I was 79.5 kilograms. It was a goal of mine to break into the 79s because I haven't been that weight in years. Like I'm talking maybe 10 years. And I was very curious to see what my body would look like at this weight. So the fact that I hit that this morning was a big moment, and I'm quite proud of myself because I've had to work really hard to do that. Like, it was 2 weeks ago, I put up the video saying I'm going to dig, and here we are 2 weeks later. It's paid off, because I see obviously the scale weight going down, and I see the visual changes. There's levels to this stuff. That's why even though I've never been this lean, I knew there was more to go, and I really see that in my physique this week. Like, there's just more lines again. So it just tells me again, it's like, cool, you're at 79.5 and you're really lean, you're seeing this, but it's like, you can keep going. Which I'm like, at the same time, I'm like, fuck, I have to keep going. This sucks. But there's more results to be seen. So that's great. So that's what's driving me on. The progress I'm seeing. We're almost there. We're giving it everything we got. Now for the oats. So I've put 100 grams of oats in here and 150 grams of the Perform whey. And I'm going to stir that with a spoon, dry, and then put a load of water in it, mix it, and then put it in the microwave for a minute. You don't want too much water. Actually, I suppose you do it to your liking. But to make this last longer, I want it thicker. So I won't put too much water in. So that's enough for now. So that's what this looks like. And now I'm going to mix it so it's consistent. Stay there, stop moving. Just spend a bit of time mixing it. Oh, I'm so looking forward to this. That's why I have to make it thick. While I'm eating this, I'm going to take this up to bed and turn on. I've been watching Department Q on Netflix. It's alright. It's alright. It's no Dexter. Dexter is reserved for the weekends for myself and Katie. And Department Q isn't a patch on Dexter. But then again, like, in terms of TV and movies, what is a patch on shows or movies that were made in like the early 2000s? There was just something, they just hit different back then. The caliber of the quality, the storytelling, the character development was just so much better than it is now. Now it's like, it's just shite now. They're just, most movies and TV shows that are being made now are muck. Like this year's movies that came out in cinema, they're not one bit memorable at all. Like 28 years later, good movie, but man, I was so looking forward to that. That was disappointing. That was just not what I thought it was going to be. Good movie, but like, meh, take it or leave it. I won't be in a rush to watch it again, put it that way. All right, this is looking well thick and consistent right now. Give you a look. Beautiful. So now microwave this for a minute. I don't need to video that. Yeah, throw this in. All right, you're getting a look at my typical evening during the week. Here's the finished product. Looks beautiful, doesn't it? It's because it is. I'm very, very excited. So cinnamon on top, a lot of cinnamon, I like it. The peanut butter, and you'll notice the grains of pink salt as well. If you're not doing pink salt with your protein oats, you're making a mistake. So that was lovely. But you know what I just realized? I was going into my fitness pal to track tomorrow's calories, to have an idea of what I'm doing. I had down that I was supposed to have 10 grams of dark chocolate in that bowl of oats, and I forgot. If I don't wake up later tomorrow, or have a cheeky square of dark chocolate. Ooh. We'll see. Hello guys, good morning. It is the very next day and I'm out on my beautiful morning walk. It's pitch black, darker it's getting, winter's coming. And we are starting the day off, even though it's a high day. We're starting the day off, I would start every day off before morning clients. I get my ass out of bed at either 4:30 in the morning, 5 a.m. and get walking and try and get at least 1/3 of my steps done for the day. Like I said at the start of the video, you would have seen that I said that I've increased my steps, which I have done. The steps were already high for me at 15k every day. Now I'm aiming for a minimum of 16k, and it's a range between 16k and 18,000 steps. So yesterday we finished up on 17.5. That's a lot of steps. If I don't get up in the morning and do this, I just don't think it's possible for me to hit those steps unless I start walking at nighttime, which I don't want to do, because nighttime I want to have everything done. Nighttime we need to be getting into that relaxed state, into recovery mode and into bed, so we can recover properly, so we can do all this stuff again, the hard dieting, the crazy amount of steps and the hard training throughout the day. Plus, you know what, I've gotten into the habit of doing these walks. I have to say I really like it. It's a lovely time of the day to go for a walk. It's quiet, no cars on the road. Yeah, it's just nice. It's a nice way to wake up. So I'm going to keep walking for another 30-40 minutes, and then we'll see if I have time to have breakfast before clients this morning. If this was a training day, today's rest day. If it was a training day, I would make sure to get back and have breakfast, so there's calories in me before my session. But because it's not a training day, it's not the end of the world if I don't get my meal in now prior to going in training with clients this morning. And I should also mention, my weigh-in this morning was 79.7, and I didn't go for that square of dark chocolate last night. Partly because I was in bed and I can't be arsed getting out of bed. But 79.7, that's another reading of 79 on the scale, which I'm so happy about, especially when considering when every time I do legs, my weight typically goes up the next day. So if I had like a low reading of, I think it was like 80 kilos last Thursday morning, Friday morning, the next morning, it went up as far as like 81 point something. And that's been like a trend the last 4 or 5 weeks, especially the weight increasing after a leg day. But the fact that it only went from 79.5 to 79.7 today is fantastic. And here we are, the 1st of August, breaking into that weight like just before getting into August is an unbelievable feeling. So momentum, we have it. Let's keep it going. So I made it back from my walk. I have a client in exactly 30 minutes. So I managed to cook this, about to eat it. 3 whole eggs, 2 turkey rashers, side of salad, a protein pudding with blueberries and banana, and protein, electrolytes, supplements. I have a posing lesson today, so I was like, you know what, it's probably a good idea that I have some energy and a lot of sodium and stuff in me prior to the posing session, because I want to be locked in for that as well. Posing actually takes a little bit out of you. It's tougher than what you would think. So this is the first meal of today's high day. Calorie wise, don't know off the top of my head. I'll put it on screen. See you in the next clip. It is later in the day, work is finished. I came up to Galway to get fitted for my suit. I'm the groomsman for my brother's wedding, and beautiful suit. My man has style. And now I am just having a coffee with this teeny tiny little biscuit that I will have. It's like a Biscoff biscuit. Beautiful, so tasty. It's about 38 calories because me and Katie come to this cafe and we've tracked this before. And I just had a really cool call with an online client there. Shout out to you, man, if you're watching this. I won't mention your name, but, well, I can mention your name, Keith. Best of luck with everything. It's amazing that my clients, when they call me, how inspiring I can feel after a chat with them. And yeah, it was really nice. So I'm going to finish my coffee. This is really nice, just chilling, midday in Galway. And I'm going to make my way over to Gold's Gym to collect my girlfriend, who I'm really looking forward to seeing. And we are, of course, going to get pizza together. We're going to get a Dobros. So I have that to look forward to, which is really, really nice. So all in all, today is going great so far. And in terms of food, the biscuit there, coffee. I had a protein bar earlier with another cup of coffee after my first round of clients this morning. So, see you in the next clip, and yeah, it should be a Dobros clip. Best pizza ever. Hello everyone, you're very welcome to my favorite place on planet Earth. So here we are. We are about to order pizza each, and we're going to share the bruschetta with cheese. I will never ever get a bruschetta anywhere else other than this place because it's 10 out of 10 here. The way they do it, the way they do everything here is amazing. Look forward to this meal. Just picked up Katie 20 minutes ago. That is the lovely Katie holding the camera. Katie, you want to say hello?
Hello.
And yeah, at this moment in time, this food is needed just in terms of energy. I got hit with like a slump there about 20 minutes ago. Katie looked at me, she was like, you look out of it, man. And it's just these random bouts of tiredness that kind of happen throughout the week. And today, this is like the second one that's hit me, but just got to ride the wave. And this food will certainly help, and the food later will help too. So next time I pick up this camera, it will be for the meal. In Edinburgh.
Yeah. They've got so much going on in Edinburgh.
Katie's pizza.
Thank you.
Katie's pizza and bruschetta. And my bad boy.
So they added a bit of this.
Looks. You don't even realize. You do not realize. Okay, so we've got a lot going on here. I'm not going to take you through how I make this because I already showed you how I made oats, but these are all the additions. The leftover bit of this jam is going in, winner. Cinnamon, salt, date syrup, winner. Peanut butter drizzle, 145 grams of oats, serious portion. 75 grams of protein. We have 170 grams of banana here, 2 squares of dark, and then this is Milky Bar, 53 grams of Milky Bar, and nighttime supplements, ashwagandha, magnesium, and that's actually some biotin. I will show you the finished product when it's done. This is thick. This took a while to mix, and we are going to make it thicker. I'm wearing jocks, just in case you think I'm butt naked, because I see it looks that way, but we're chilling now. This is what I do. As soon as I get back to my place, Katie's, the clothes come off. It's relaxation time. Oh boy. This looks so good. This now on the Dobros is going to fuel a fantastic upper body session tomorrow. You can feel it. Yep, this looks beautiful. And this ball is heavy.
Yeah,
heavy. Good morning, YouTube. It is the next day, hence why I'm a bit tired. But just stepping on the scale, like I do every morning, and typically at the weekends, the scale goes up. And that now, 176.9 pounds, is just over 80 kilograms. That is up from the last 2 weigh-ins. However, that is a lower weigh-in compared to last weekend's weigh-in. So if we're looking at trends, that's a good sign. That means even though the weight spiked, it's not as big of a spike as last week, and it will probably be up tomorrow. It might be up Monday as well, because today is the biggest day I've eaten so far. Myself and Katie actually have a wedding to go to today. So we'll be enjoying some of the food at that wedding, as well as a nice breakfast this morning and a few treats tonight. There is a cookie lady from Crowell who comes into Galway every second Saturday. She is here today. So I'm going to make a cookie run after breakfast this morning before I go train. Get a coffee, pick up some cookies for myself and Katie later.
Full of beans.
Yes, the lady is called, her business is called Full of Beans Trailer. She's fantastic at what she does. I think she's getting busier lately too, because the last 2 weekends she set up her stall in Galway. She's sold out of all of her cookies and she does a lot. So good for her, she deserves it because they are elite. So right now I'm going to go for a quick little walk this morning. A small walk just to like aid digestion a little bit more, wake myself up, get the steps up somewhat, but not as big of a walk as I do during the week because of the extra food I consumed yesterday. I want to make sure I use the majority of those calories for today's session. That's why it's one of the reasons why I like refeeding at the weekends is the extra energy, I feel it. I want that extra energy in my session. If I was to go on a big walk now, like 45 minutes, 50 minutes, I'm going to use a lot of that energy from the calories yesterday on that as opposed to my session. So I think that would be a bit of a waste. So small walk, come back, breakfast, into town, cookies, coffee, train. And then I'll do a lot of steps after my session, because if I'm tired for steps, it doesn't really matter. But if I'm tired from my gym session, then numbers might suffer. So that's the plan. Out for my walk and I meet the neighbour's dog. Her name is T-Bone. Come here, girl. She likes the butt pets. Alright, here we have meal one, breakfast going down. Omelette with 3 eggs, turkey rashers, mini peppers, spinach, and a lot of seasoning going on there. Chili flakes, basil, smoked paprika, salt, pepper, 2 bagels, haven't had toast in a while, butter on toast, amazing. A few slices of ham on the other bagel, 1 slice of ham on the side because I like eating ham, spinach on the side, our supplements, protein bar, water. Let's get it. That was a really nice breakfast. And now we finish off with creatine. I've already taken 2 scoops. This is number 3. Just the easiest way to do it. Like, I'm not going to mix creatine unflavored with water. It's not nice. And I take about 15 to 20 grams of creatine every day. I think most people at this stage have heard some health expert or someone say that creatine, there's now a lot of research coming out saying that it has a lot of cognitive benefits, can offset things like Alzheimer's, dementia, just overall very good for your brain health if you take, I think it's 20 grams daily. And usually creatine was only recommended to take 5 grams daily for sports performance. So I'm taking 15, 20 grams daily. I'm going through a lot of creatine with that type of dose. Creatine down, I had 6 grams of honey, which is helpful today because I feel like there's a little something going on there. The honey's going to help a little bit with that. And I did not have this. Might have this with the coffee, or I might just save it for later. I'm actually quite satisfied after that meal, and it will be so easy to eat this. I think I'll save it for when I'm actually feeling a little bit more empty. I feel quite satisfied. I've already drank half this bottle. We'll drink a lot more, and then we will go do the cookie run. and go to the gym. Oh, get a coffee, then go to the gym. And not a coffee, a few. Right guys, just picked up the cookie dough cups, and here we have all these delicious treats. So make sure to come to the Goa market every second Saturday, and these will be here. About to get the first morning coffee, and I actually can't believe the lady who works at the stand gave me those cookies for free. I was like, no way. I was like, why is that? She was like, because you and your girlfriend have been coming to me for 2 years, which we have. Ever since she arrived, we've loved her stuff. I suppose we're there every second weekend. She provides a great product, and we want to make sure she stays in business as well, because they are that good. So that was a really, really nice surprise to getting those cookies for free. What a lovely way to start the day. So if you are in Galway, I'm going to share her page here. So when she puts up where she is, you'll know. But if you are in Galway, she's there every second weekend. Well worth checking out.
Hello everyone. As I am training, I'm going to talk a little bit about this weekend and these weekends I'm having in general, where I tend to increase the calories and have these back-to-back high refeed days, because I'm sure a lot of people are wondering a little bit about them. So look, this is where I need to have some humility here. I am not a magician. This is just something I've implemented since the start of the prep, and I wanted to see, could I include high days at the weekend throughout this whole course of the whole prep and still make progress? And for me personally, the answer to that has been yes. Every weekend I've done this since the 8th of January. Albeit this weekend I probably went a little overboard, over the top with the calories, but that's okay, no regrets. But typically I have done this every single weekend. I've increased my calories at the weekends, and it's been really nice for a lot of reasons. There's a debate and there's arguments whether or not there's any physiological benefits in that. Does it help restore hormones back to a normal level again? Because as you know, throughout a dieting phase, your hunger hormones get ramped up. Leptin, your satiety hormone, goes down. Testosterone goes down. Things of that nature. So some people argue that there is benefits from refeeding in terms of all that stuff, but the main benefits seem to be the most obvious one, which is just the psychological benefit of having a break from the dieting process at the weekend, which is really what it is for me. At the weekends, I tend to forget about the fact that I'm competing, and I get to eat a lot more food and get to go out with my girlfriend and go for dinner and go to events and just not have it be a problem, not have it be at the back of my mind that I'm doing something wrong. Because that's another thing as well, is I allocate calories, a lot of calories for the weekend. So even if we do go out for a meal, or like this weekend, I eat a little bit more than what I'm supposed to. In my head, I'm not doing anything wrong, because this is the plan I've set up for myself. And I have to say, it's made the dieting process really, really, really nice, because it's nice knowing that I can diet hard during the week. You know, we have a little bit more routine during the week. It's easier to do it. And then out of the weekends, we get thrown out of routine somewhat. And it's normal to want to go for food with your spouse, or you're going to have events coming up or a night out. And it's nice to know that it's okay. I don't need to worry about it too much because I've planned for this. So the refeeds, the magic in the refeeds, there is no magic other than that. Like, it's such a nice mental break from the diet, and it's nice to live like a normal human being, even in the depths of a contest prep. Now, as I said, this weekend, as you'll see, I went a little bit overboard. So this weekend coming, I will keep the high days in. It will only be 2 high days as opposed to 3, and I will pull back the calories a good bit, because Saturday's calories, the day you're watching right now, I ended up hitting 5,600 calories on Saturday. That was not necessary. But we had the wedding, we had our treats, bag of treats, which you'll see, we had that after as well at night time. We enjoyed ourselves, but probably went a little bit overboard, but that's fine. I'm back to the diet this week, and the weight is already starting to come down again, but now I think if I was to do what I did at the weekend again, it would really slow me down. It would slow down the fat loss process. Like I still need to lose a bit more fat to get to where I need to be. So I want to see those 79s a little bit more consistently now. So that will require not going as ham this weekend. But yeah, anyways, back to the overarching idea of a refeed. If you think of it this way, if you were able to get results from going to the gym twice a week or 3 times a week instead of 6 times a week, would you take it? Of course you would. So the refeeds really was me trying it out to see if it works, because it's the path of least resistance. If I can try it and it works, great. Fantastic. Then I'm almost like getting away with it in a sense. Whereas a lot of people, they want to make things hard from the get-go, but that's not necessarily a good thing. Like if you do this right and you do it for long enough, things will get hard. Don't worry, it's coming. So don't make it harder than what it needs to be. And the refeeds every weekend, it was exactly that for me. It was a way of making things, this whole process, a little bit easier. So that's the deal with the refeeds at the weekend. If you haven't tried it before, try it out, track everything, monitor the data, the trends in your weight, what it's doing, how your body responds, how your training sessions go, because that's one thing I really like about the refeeds as well at the weekends, is the fact that I have more energy in me. I feel it when I train, and even if I don't feel it, the placebo effect is strong. So I'm a big fan. They're a tool like anything. You don't have to implement them. I don't implement them with everybody, although I try to, because a lot of people, anytime I implement refeeds with people, they tend to appreciate it a lot more, because for all the reasons I spoke about, they're not dieting 7 days of the week. They get to live somewhat of a normal life at the weekend and go out for food while still making progress. So that's all I have to say on that. In terms of the rest of the video, you're going to just see all the rest of the food and the rest of the day. It was a lovely weekend with Katie, and you got a real sense of what we do at the weekends, and it's a nice time. It's quite simple. It's revolving around food, training, and just chilling out, and they are the weekends we really love. I don't know if I said at the start of this clip, but I'm recording this a few days later after the events of the weekend, and I'm sick, unfortunately. I actually haven't trained all week, which sucks, and yeah, I'm quite blocked up and headache, and just the body just feels not good. So I'm in the process of recovering today, and hopefully tomorrow I'll feel a good bit better and I'll be able to return to training. Anyways, that's the video. Well, this is me talking for this segment of the video. There's more clips to come. Enjoy.
Just out of the gym, went to the fruit and veg stand to pick up 2 golden kiwis for myself and Katie post-workout. Golden kiwis are lovely. We eat them with the skin on. And then went to the shop to pick up some treats for both of us tonight. And there's also a sweet potato in the back for breakfast tomorrow. Katie is going to cook an unbelievable breakfast tomorrow. Yeah, I suppose I was going to say a bit of balance there, but there's more chocolate than fruit. But that's what today is. Treat yourself. All right, everyone, we just got suited and booted for the wedding. And now, post-training snack, all-meal protein bar that I was going to have for breakfast, that I saved until now, and a golden kiwi. Up the Murphys. Congratulations.
We're hungry.
Can Alright guys, here is the breakfast of Sunday morning. This is what we call din fast. Mixture of dinner and breakfast. Sweet potatoes, mince, scrambled eggs, bagel. Beautiful.
What have we got?
I promise it's low calorie. It's like 10 calories.
High protein.
And that's whey sludge on top of that. Vegan, matcha,
Wow. It's convincing.
protein brownie.
What have we actually got?
What we've actually got here is a Biscoff cookie, which is, doesn't get much better. There's white chocolate chunks in there, as you can see. We're saving that for later. Right now, myself and Katie are gonna half this, and that is a tiramisu brownie. And me and Katie have a thing for tiramisu ever since our most recent trip to Sardinia, which we vlogged and is up on the channel. If you haven't already watched it, it's a good time. Go check it out. Sardinia is beautiful. And we're getting our last coffee now before we go and train. So,
Bon appetit.
yes. Oh, she's soft.
Show the viewers.
Oh my god. I want a video of you trying that. Oh, that was a good one.
It's a bit of a big bite.
Go for it.
Oh,
Go
it's
for
big.
it. Go for it. Yeah, it's pretty elitist.
Oh my god, there's like chocolate chunks in the brownie as well.
Yeah, melted tiramisu brownie. Pretty good. It's not all lovely treats. There is a lot of treats.
There's Lindor end of cookies.
It's organic. It's from the fruit veg stand. That's Katie's treat for later. So here we have 20 large eggs. We have red peppers, carrots, yellow peppers, and this butter chicken sauce and onions for tonight's dinner. And all that comes from in there. Every week I stock up and get my fruit and veg for the week. And me and Katie, we get our fruit and veg supplies for the dinners we like to cook at the weekend, all in that place. Not even like because it's organic or like healthier, it just tastes so much better, and the people in there are lovely as well. So would highly recommend going to a place like that for your fruit and veg. Just there's something about it, just
It's quality.
quality. Katie does it again. Tonight's dinner is butter chicken. So a lot of chicken, veg, the sauce, 2 garlic naan breads. Dexter, let's go. Alright YouTube, to close off the final meal of the weekend and the refeed, we've got our big bowl of oats here. Looks amazing, but it's just oats, protein powder, banana and a half, peanut butter drizzle, and then that biscuit we've been having in that cafe, I took one home and just broke it over the top of it and added salt, and looks great. And the cookie we picked up earlier as well. And that is a fine weekend of feeding people.
Give us a texture.
And here's Katie's bowl. Lolly. Okay.
Thick. Serious biceps.
Nice.